But yeah, it fucked with me. I saw the rumors of it all week, but then like when I saw the Carrion and Scarlet news, that was sad. That was sad for me to see.
Yes, it's a very sad thing. I'm still kind of holding out. It's kind of like a R truth situation, kind of.
They can't keep doing that.
I know, but
Just as a company, they're not going to be able to keep doing that.
here's the thing, though. When you see people gather around this person, right? Gather around these two people, right? One of them wanting better for them, right? They've tried a little bit of everything with Cross, right? Even when they first brought him back, what he attacked, what Drew? This is when the whole bloodline was still going on.
Yeah, yeah, the time, yeah, the hourglass thing, yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I was like, okay, all right. They brought him back in a big way, so now it's time to capitalize on that. And I feel like they kept trying and trying. He can talk. He can talk his ass. He can talk, but like nothing was sticking. Even I was hoping when they brought back Paul Ellering and AOP, I was like, all right, okay, here we go. This is it. And it just did not work. Now, over the past how long you would say he's been kind of bubbling? How long would you say, Blake?
It was after it was post, heading into Mania. There was a little bit of buzz on the internet, but it went into overdrive, post
Was it
Mania with that interview.
the interview, right?
Yeah, the interview, that podcast interview, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's when it kind of really started like, okay, all right. Like they may have something. And people have been paying attention to his words or how he does his hair or things like that, or if he's in the background he's doing something, or he's being the little devil on your shoulder. He's been a shit stirrer basically. It's always that's what he's been. And I feel like if WWE sees that, especially like Triple H, right? He loves telling, like, you get, like, he wants to give the fans what they want, right? It's what he's always wanted to do, like give the fans what they want. He's always chronically online, paying attention to what the fans want. If he can't give like these two here, because the fans are paying attention, the fans obviously want it. I'm hoping he doesn't let off. If there is a deal being done, because there was a report that there was a deal on the
They were
table
moved.
earlier.
They were moved to the alumni page.
I know. There was a report that came out earlier this morning that there was a deal on the table earlier this week, for Carrie and Scarlett. And then the report came out. Obviously, they've been moved to the alumni section.
Maybe it was a
Uh,
pay cut. Maybe it
ooh.
was a pay cut, and Karen and Scarlett didn't think maybe they thought that was worth more than that. I don't know. These are private matters, until someone speaks up. But I'm
That,
curious on what happened.
that is true. That
I
that
do
is
wonder. I don't know, because carrying somebody who has distinctively cared about his presentation.
yes,
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
he's somebody who's, man. He, I tell you like this: carrying somebody who was not given the ball for a long period of time. And they cut him. They brought him back. They gave him the ball, but didn't give him the ball. Then it was nothing. And he slowly. We talked about this on the show when it was going on, but he slowly was gaining a fan base. That people were experiencing the effort that he was putting in, even the subtle things, the Easter eggs he was putting in, like it all mattered. You know what I mean? So you're gonna get a section of fans that see that and appreciate it. And he also has a section of fans that don't like him on the internet. I've seen them, I've heard them. Anytime you have, I mean, it's like the Jey Uso thing, maybe not as big, but it's there.
It's the once the bell rings type people.
Yeah, and he's a competent wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He's not a great technical wrestler. Like, I'll give people that. He's not Aleister Black or anybody like that. But
he's serviceable.
When the fuck was that the barometer in the WWE? Like, since fucking when? Like, I was so surprised that Vince didn't love Karrion. Because, like, I'm even more surprised that Triple H had him as an NXT champion. And then, when he got to the main roster under his care, what happened.
Yeah.
Just Vince, with the entrance and the presence and the look. I'm surprised Vince didn't love him and made him cut his hair and look like a fucking scoundrel and all that shit that he was doing.
It made him like is it dominatrix or
they
had like a mask and it was all
new them.
It was all
I was so surprised Vince didn't love him. So then, like, when that didn't work and Hunter brought him back, I don't understand. Here's the thing. When they did the Final Testament thing, and I said it on the show, I don't know what's missing because he's got a good look. You got his wife, she fits. Then you got Paul Ellering, the legendary manager. You got the two heavies, AOP, great tag team. It's supposed to work. For whatever reason, it didn't work. They even put them over at Mania against Street Profits, and it didn't. What I don't know, it's one of them things that, like, I don't know what's missing, but it was missing. But whatever, they cut that, and it was sad to see its end. But then Karrion started cooking by himself, and it was small things. They gave him little bitty things, but he was making it work. He was doing something with it. He got people's attention, and he carved out a niche of fans that was rocking with him. So it's always sad to see that shit go away. But what's even more crazy is he had two PLEs back to back, and there were two stadium shows at that, and they were against one of the more over wrestlers in Sami Zayn and one of the better technical wrestlers that they had. So there's a piece of me that wonders either A, Karrion and Scarlett didn't like their contract, whether they felt like they deserved a pay raise or they were given a pay cut and they just didn't like fuck that, you're not gonna do that to us. Or, and at least in the WWE's mind, okay, we're gonna give them this feud with Sammy is their tryout. And maybe in their mind, in WWE's mind, he failed that tryout because maybe those matches weren't that high. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm just trying to get in the mind and see how this decision's come to be, because you don't release talent after you put them on the SummerSlam card in a one-on-one match against one of your bigger stars. That usually don't happen. So I'm trying to get in their mind. I'm trying to rationalize it. It's not making sense. And I know Karrion dropped a video today on YouTube talking about, and it was a really well produced video. I didn't watch all of it. I watched a little bit of it, but it made my heart break even more for him, because he talked about how he really wanted WWE and all that. What the fuck is that? I can't see that. It's blurry. What? Huh? Dog, you're muted.
Sorry, his WWE contract ended today. That's what it was called.
Yeah,
that was the name of the video.
Yeah, his contract. Yeah. That video. It's sad to see. I don't know. I don't know what more you would want for him other than just being a better technical wrestler. But at the same time, when the fuck do we care about that? It matters. But he's competent enough to have a decent storytelling match. That's all you need in WWE if you have a badass character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe the way they look at it is Sami Zayn is such a great wrestler. If he can't carry you to a great match, then get out of here. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to rationalize it. It's hard for me too. I really wish I really wish he was still in the company. I feel like he had more to give.
He did.
Especially character wise.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. I think he had way more to give. It just sucks that he won't be able to do that in WWE, but hopefully somewhere else he can. Hopefully somewhere else.
And I promise I'ma take it to the peak. I was on fumes, now I'm on full, no bull. I remember when my tank was on E. I swear. Bet on me, 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 bet on me. Doing once, not twice if you try to me. No business to hell as you telling me. So